The Reichstag Fire of 1933. As you can see here, Hitler had already called for an election in March of 1933. But before that election could happen, and you can notice the huge increase in support, in February of 1933, while he was having dinner with his propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, the Reichstag building, the House of Commons that we would have, was severely damaged by fire. Hitler and Goebbels raced by car to the burning building, and Hitler made a speech outside declaring, quote, "This is a signal from God. If this fire turns out to be the work of the communists, then there is nothing that shall stop us from crushing out this murderous group with an iron fist." And you can see by these two pictures, it wasn't just a little fire in a bin somewhere, it was destructive. This on the right is the chamber where they used to have the discussions, totally gutted, roof down, you can see the sunlight coming in through the roof, everything's destroyed. A Dutch communist called Marius van der Lubbe was caught at the scene, but it's debatable whether he was wholly or even partially responsible. After his arrest, he behaved very strangely and said very little. After 11 months of investigation and a trial, he was found guilty and then admitted his guilt, potentially under torture, and was beheaded. The communists and other groups gave a total different version of events, however. They said it was all a Nazi plot, so Hitler had an excuse to blame the communists and act against them. One story even alleged that van der Lubbe may have started one of the fires in one part of the building, but the SA, Hitler's brown shirts, had helped him by starting others, and all started at the same time. Hitler would have a lot to gain by doing this, because the day after the fire, Hitler persuaded President Hindenburg to pass something called Article 48. This was an emergency decree in the Constitution. This law for the protection of the people and the state gave Hitler sweeping powers to arrest anyone suspected of opposing the government. It ended all personal liberty, stopped freedom of expression, and took control of the press. It gave Hitler the opportunity to act against anybody who was against him. Many people were arrested, others were too afraid to vote or speak out because of the threats of violence from the SA. They intimidated opponents, forced them into opposition against the Nazis, arrested people. Up until the election of 1933, Hitler intimidated people that were going to go against him. It is no wonder he won a massive majority in that election.